This is a video on how to set up ShadowRift. ShadowRift is a cooperative deck building game from Game Night Productions. It supports 2 to 6 players and plays out in about 40 to 100 minutes. Upon opening the box, you'll get a whole buttload of cards, a few dividers, some red tokens, some black tokens, the gold heroism marker, and an instruction booklet that kind of blows. Take my advice and organize the contents of the box. This will save yourself a lot of headache when setting up the game. Once the box is organized, we can begin the setup of the first game. Setup begins with finding the starter cards. The starter cards can be identified by the small sword icon in the bottom center of the card. For each player, deal out 7 prowess, 2 strike, and 1 explore. Deal these cards out to each player. Then the player should shuffle these cards, as these cards become the player's starter deck. Now we'll select a monster from the available monster factions. They're Glacian, Fire Dragons, Necromancers, Drow, Demons, and what we'll be using, the Stormlords. As you can see, there are a lot of monster factions to choose from. Once you've selected your monster faction, go ahead and set the cards and the divider aside for now. One of the really helpful things in this game is that there are actually pre-printed scenarios on the back of the basic cards. There's one for each faction, but for us today, we'll be using the Stormlords example. Now we'll begin to lay out the base cards. The base cards are Coin, Might, Strike, and Seal. Lay these cards out along the upper part of the play area. Now we'll be placing the 8 hero stacks below the 4 basic cards. The hero cards we selected are based off the Stormlord's scenario card I showed you earlier. From hero card actions, we'll be selecting Heal and Prophecy. From hero card attacks, Fireball and Leading Strike. From hero card loot, Armor Mist and Shining Blade, and from hero card skills, Holy Aura and Frenzy. Now find the 8 wall cards and place them face up in a single stack near the bottom of the play area. To set up the Traveler deck, shuffle the Infiltrators and Travelers to make the Traveler deck and place it face down at the bottom of the play area. The 2 empty spaces next to it will be where the Travelers are drawn face up. Now let's set up the Town deck. Shuffle the 10 basic town cards and place them face down at the bottom left of the play area. The 5 slots above it will be used for the townspeople, with the 6th being the discard. Now let's move on to the support decks. We'll be placing Corpses, Wounds, Heroism, as well as the Heroism token on the deck at the right of the play area. Now let's set up the monster deck. To set up the monster deck, we have to take 1 ShadowRift card per player participating and shuffle it into the monster deck. In our example, we're using 3 players, therefore we will shuffle 3 ShadowRift cards into the monster deck. And we will place the monster deck at the top of the play area. If we take a look at the Stormlord's card divider, we see that there's a special card requirement for magic. Locate the magic cards and place them face down to the right of the play area. Now we'll designate a monster power area, and we'll place the power tokens and hit tokens next to it. Finally, we'll take the start, 1, 2, and 3 cards, and we'll place them at the very top of the play area. This will be where the monsters will travel until they reach the monster power area. ShadowRift is now ready to play. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.